Welcome to Top 10 Chemistry Academy, where chemistry is made easy. Today we are going to a fresh topic which says particulate nature of matter. Nature of matter. Under this topic, we are going to study the atomic theory. Atomic theory. Before we move on, let's say what atom means. Atom is the smallest indivisible particle which take part in a chemical reaction. I'm just saying that atom is the smallest particle in an element. The smallest indivisible particle in an element which take part in a chemical reaction. This atom in an element like hydrogen, the smallest particle in it is the atom, and it takes part in any chemical reaction that this hydrogen or any other element will perform. Now, we have a scientist which studies atom, and this scientist is called Dalton. The scientist is called Dalton, and we are going to talk about Dalton atomic theory. Dalton atomic theory. Dalton is a scientist that postulated a theory about atom. It postulated a theory about atom. Let's talk about the first theory that Dalton postulated. Here we have the postulate of Dalton. Postulate of Dalton. Postulate of Dalton. Here it says atom is the smallest divisible particle of an element which take part in a chemical reaction. Here, Dalton postulated this theory as atom is the smallest indivisible particle. It's telling us it cannot be divided. But another thing he says in his study was atom of an element can neither be created nor destroyed. He says atom of an element can neither be created nor destroyed, telling us that in an atom which is of an element like sodium, helium, you cannot break it down. You cannot destroy it or create another element from it. From that element. That is what Dalton is telling us in this postulate. in this postulate. That is what elements are exactly alike in size, shape, and mass, and are different from atoms of other elements. For instance, it's telling us that numbers of atoms in hydrogen is different or differ from atom of helium, helium or sodium, which has our element hydrogen has atomic number of 1 and mass number of 1. That is what this is telling us. And it's telling us that another hydrogen you find in another place still have 1 atom, which is the atomic number, and 1 mass number. And it's telling us that that hydrogen is different from the atoms that is present in helium, in sodium, and in all other elements. That is what this theory is talking about. All atoms of a particular element are exactly alike in size, in shape, and in mass, and are different from atoms of other elements. That is what Dalton has postulated from his theory. When atoms combine with one another, they do so in small whole number ratio. Let's say, for instance, we have an atom of hydrogen combining with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid. Is that hydrogen chloride gas or hydrochloric acid? It's telling us that in a simple whole number ratio, this is just, we have 1 molecule of hydrogen combining with 1 molecule of chlorine to form 2 molecules of hydrogen chloride, to form 2 molecules of hydrogen chloride. This 1 atom of hydrogen contains 1 molecule of hydrogen contains 2 atoms, and 1 molecule of chlorine contains 2 atoms of chlorine to give us 2 molecules of hydrogen chloride. That's this theory from Dalton now said, when atoms combines with one another, they do so in small whole number ratio. Now, Dalton now moved forward. He did more research. He now discovered that all this theory will no longer work. He now modified his theory. He now add another theory to support the one he had before. Now, we now call this one modified Dalton's theory. Dalton modified that. Dalton now moved forward. He did more research, and he now discovered that the theory that he postulated will not valid. He now moved ahead. He modified his theory. The first theory I stated was atom is the smallest indivisible particle. But when he now moved on, he now discovered that theory, that atom is the smallest indivisible, he now discovered in that atom of an element, he discovered proton, neutron, and electron. He now modified the theory by saying an atom is the smallest particle of an element which consists of proton, neutron, and electron that take part in a chemical reaction. He modified this after discovering proton, neutron, and electron. That changed the theory, as an atom is the smallest particle of an element which consists of proton, neutron, and electron that take part in a chemical reaction. Now, he now discovered during nuclear reaction that theory which says atoms can neither be created nor destroyed it could be revealed. It discovered that during bombardment of some particles, you can see some atoms of an element that can be broken down to form another element with the emission of heat. Now, he now discovered that the element an atom of an element can be created and be destroyed. Of one element are converted into atoms of other elements. For example, look at uranium 23892. After bombardment, it broke down to form thorium 23490 plus helium 42. We have new element entirely, which is different from the uranium and emission of heat. Now, we now discover that our atoms can be created and be destroyed. Now, let's move to the next theory, where he said atoms of the same element are alike but different to all other elements. But due to isotopy, he discovered isotopy. He now see that we have the same elements that are different in their masses, but they have the same atomic number. Now, he discovered that these elements, they have different atomic number. Now he discovered, and now he modified the theory and said atoms of elements are different to each other by their masses due to isotopy. For instance, we have same element like chlorine that has atomic mass of 35 and atomic number 17. We have same chlorine that has 37, 17. This one is telling us that they have different masses. That shows their relative atomic number, they are different from each other. That changes the theorem which says all elements, atoms of an element are the same. That shows they are alike but different in their masses. We have so many elements that undergoes this phenomenon, which is isotopy. And what does isotopy mean? Isotopy means it's just a phenomenon Isotopy is an occurrence whereby an atom of same elements has different atomic mass but same atomic number. That is what isotopy means. He discovered this theory about isotopy, and he knew that they can have different masses. Due to polymerization, molecules of organic compounds, from his theory which says atoms combine in simple whole number ratio. When he now did his research, he now knew that when they discovered polymerization of molecules of organic compounds are giant molecules which are different from our inorganic molecules. And he discovered that during polymerization, it's just combined in a simple whole number ratio, but we have larger molecules, which is different from combine the simple whole number ratio, like ratio 1 to 1, ratio 2 to 1. But this we have giant molecules. Polymerization is a process where a small molecule of an organic compound combines in a regular fashion from a long-chain molecule. We said in his postulates, he postulated that an atom combined in a simple whole number ratio. But due to discovery of polymerization, molecules of... Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and watch, and share with your loved ones. And don't forget to press your notification button for the next upload. Thanks.